Woke up, it's a beautiful day. Got a fresh pair of J's and I'm out to get paid. Came from the bottom, gotta find a new way. And I think it's gonna start today. Hey, when life get crazy and shit be going wrong, I take the time out to put words in.
Alright, so we back in the building, Swag Science. We got the Pacquiao Bradley rematch popping off this weekend. I feel it's gonna be a more competitive fight, a much closer fight than the first one. I felt Pacquiao won that comfortably and clearly, but I also add that I don't feel that he fought at his highest potential. I felt he won with his B game, and I think that kind of bit him in the ass as well for all the people who aren't really efficient in scoring and judging fights, because a lot of people looked at him like, well, you know, Pacquiao had Bradley going during the middle rounds, like around the 4th or 5th round. He really looked like he was taking control, and I believe the old Pacquiao, or a Pacquiao who gave a damn, would have stepped it up there and really forced at least a knockdown, or, you know, a stoppage, something, you know, really take it to Bradley. And he never really did. He just kind of pressed, and, you know, okay, let me chill, lay back, press, never just really just press, and then, okay, beast mode, take it up. And he allowed a guy who's a warrior, who's come back from hard shots, like a guy like Timothy Bradley. He let Timothy Bradley work his way and kind of persevering in the fight, and it paid off for him. Dude got a gift. You know, sometimes we underrate toughness and determination, because if you hang around to the distance and you do your thing, and so, you know, sometimes you can, you know, luck out. And I feel he lucked out, but, you know, he still had to take those punches. Now, as far as the two bad ankles, two bad feet shit, you know, Bradley didn't, you know, come in the fight with the injury. You know, he suffered that while he was boxing, and I believe it was more like a blunt force trauma. You know, he was just shook to the core and off balance, and, you know, the muscles could just react a certain way. When you get hit, you get shocked. Your body wants to go this way and you're trying to go that way, and I feel that's how he really injured himself. So, you know, in Pacquiao, that's what also makes it look worse, because, you know, he didn't capitalize on that as well. So, you know, he really needs to just change that all around. I don't think it's really a killer instinct thing like Bradley and his people are saying. I think it's more of a just an effort type of thing. Like, if you compare the performance from Pacquiao in the Bradley fight and to the Rios fight, he fought with more spirit and effort in the Rios fight. Yeah, Rios was a heavy bag, and, you know, he was just in there in the ring and he wasn't trying to open up, but Pacquiao was really letting combinations go. He was darting in and out. He just fought with a different type of energy, more pep in his step. While when he fought with Bradley, it was more, you know, another day in the office. You know, let me throw these combinations out there. Yeah, let me follow him around. Oh, I heard him. Okay, yeah, he's flipping around, roller skating. Yeah, I heard him again. Yeah, he's hanging in there. Yeah, yawn. Now he can't have that same approach, you know, because Bradley's resilient, and I feel Bradley, he doesn't have the shock of the unpredictability of Pacquiao no more. He kind of knows what Pacquiao brings to the ring, so that's gonna take a lot of shit away now. That's gonna take a lot of shit away from Pacquiao's approach. But one thing that's in favor of Pacquiao, Bradley only knows what a Pacquiao on his B game brings, and I feel that's the difference. He knows that he could weather a B game from Manny Pacquiao. So Bradley can't be complacent. He has to know, okay, Pacquiao's gonna go harder. Don't believe that killer instinct shit that you talking about. Remember, you struggled. You was roller skating all over the ring. From Pacquiao was clearly fighting like he was disinterested, like he still had shit to do at the house or something. You feel me? So he can't be complacent with that. Don't believe into that too much. I feel a few things that Bradley could do. He needs to shorten up his punches when they get close. Don't flail out those wild hooks like he does sometimes. Pacquiao is an accurate sharpshooter with those combinations, and he'll keep you so busy that, if you're moving backwards so much, you won't be able to get your shots off with leverage. And I think that's what troubled Bradley from really connecting. A lot of shots he was always moving on the go. A lot of his shots were blocked and parried off, parried by Pacquiao. So he could never really just take control of his offense, and he did at the end, but it wasn't enough for me to really say, okay, he won the fight, or yeah, I think this was real competitive. I know the ankle shit has something to do with that, and he couldn't stand. It took a while for him to really find his ground, build confidence, and the resilience had to build throughout the fight. Pacquiao took his foot off the gas, but bottom line, Bradley has to be better than the last Bradley. Pacquiao has to be better than the last Pacquiao. That first fight, it really just told us what we need to see from both of these gentlemen in the ring come for the rematch. Bradley, his biggest flaw to me was his punching technique. I think that's improved slightly. He was able to lump up Provodnikov and Marquez a little bit. I think he had him hurt, and he had Provodnikov about to go at one point. Not like he's out on his feet, but he was really giving him the business when he was boxing, and he was trying to hit with the knuckles more. I noticed that. Same thing with the Marquez fight. Yeah, he slapped with some of the shots, but some of those punches and counters he landed on Marquez were kind of crisp, sharp, textbook good. And he's going to have to really do that in the Pacquiao rematch. Because a lot of people... I'm going to just lay it on the line here. Just be on some real nigga shit. Just keep it real right here. A lot of people, when they see guys moving backwards and backpedaling, circling, a lot of people like to say, oh man, that's effective boxing. That's boxing. But it's only effective when you're outlanding your opponent. You can't get bullied too much and throw half as many punches and land half as many as the person that's invading your space and pressuring you and throwing more punches. You can't win fights like that. Bradley's not on the level of guys where like Floyd, who could fight on the back foot all day and land combinations and outland you and pick you apart and pot shot. Yeah, Floyd does that. Regan Diao does that. Adonis Stevenson does that. He baits guys in. He's a little basic. He's a little more basic with it, but yeah, he fights on the back foot and lands his power shots, gets out of there. Bradley really wasn't doing that the first fight. He was just backing up, and when he would throw the offense, it was just a little flurry, like keep away flurry. Okay, let me circle, get it out of there, let me get out of the way. You have to stand and deliver and, throw with a little more conviction. You gotta sell your outboxingness. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like if just to look at different examples of what I'm talking about, like first Glenn Johnson and Antonio Tarver fight. It was a close one. I think Johnson won a split decision. You had a few people like, Tarver pulled it out, and Tarver felt he won. But the thing is, he gave up way too much ground. A lot of times, Johnson was bullying him on the ropes. He was fighting his fight, and Tarver was just really bullshitting, running around, backing up too much, flurrying, and it didn't really seem like he was trying to establish his offense and really push and really show that he's outboxing guys cleanly while he's moving backwards and sideways and shit. You gotta make a real you gotta stand strong is what I'm saying when you outboxing dudes. Same thing with Mayorga and the Forrest rematch. Yeah, Mayorga was, he dominated the first half of the fight and he kept the action going. And you could tell it was his fight, and a lot of people, I'm not saying a lot of people, but you have a few people out there like saying Forrest won, or he made it close, or he could have got a draw. But the impression he gives in the fight was, he just wanted to get the hell out of there. The combinations weren't flowing like they were supposed to be. It was half-hearted. Like he ain't want to, put faith in there. And if you remember the free shots Mayorga let Forrest get, R.I.P. You can't forget that. He kind of just lost his soul in that fight, and he just kept moving too much, and he really gave the impression that he wasn't confident in his boxing ability. That's what you got to remember when you outboxing dudes on the back foot. You got to outland them. Steve Cunningham's good at that. He could box dudes on the back foot and be moving backwards, use his reach with the jab. And that's what a lot of people really got confused. They see a guy moving in circles and say, yeah, he's blocking and dodging. But remember, when you're looking at when the general public and judges, yeah, they favor aggression, but it's got to be effective. And if a guy coming forward throwing 6 punches and it's landing 3, and you're backing up and you throw 3 punches and you only land 1, well, I mean, can I really say that the guy backing up is outboxing the other one? Nah, not me. Me personally, no, I can't see it. So that's what I just really look at from both fighters. Pacquiao got to be more aggressive. He needs to hurt Bradley to win, drop him. That's what he has to do. Really got to make his impact. And Bradley, he just needs to really get his offense going. Stay with the whole stick and move, outboxing, and lateral movement. But at the end of the day, you still got to get your offense going. That's what really wins fights. And I think that's got to be the difference this time. But I'm going to still pick Pacquiao by decision again. And hopefully we don't have any controversy with this fight this weekend. And make sure to subscribe. Check out my other videos. Let me know what y'all think about that new Superman Adonis Stevenson song I got up. And peace out. 1.